Welcome back. You're watching In Your Interest. I'm Shweta Kothari. Crypto frauds are on the rise. The Federal Bureau of Investigation has reported a significant increase in crypto-related frauds. Now, according to an FBI report, crypto frauds have spiked 45% in 2023, and Americans were scammed out of $5.6 billion. Now, following a crypto market downturn in 2022, token prices began to rally last year. Bitcoin more than doubled last year and has risen about 35% in 2024 this far. And this has triggered renewed interest from criminals. Now, how do scammers really operate? They frequently initiate contact through dating apps or social media platforms to establish trust with their target over weeks and sometimes months. Once a rapport is built, they recommend investing in cryptocurrency. These fraudsters often create fake investment platforms that appear legitimate, sometimes allowing victims to withdraw small amounts initially to reinforce the illusion that it is a genuine investment opportunity. Now, according to FBI's report, India ranks 5th globally in terms of the number of cryptocurrency-related complaints, with 840 cases reported. India's losses amounted to $44 million, placing it in the top 10 countries in the world in terms of total financial impact. To talk about what is the new crime all about and why are people investing in cryptocurrency losing more money, Kanishk Gaur, CEO of India Future Foundation, joining us on the show. Kanishk, thank you very much for taking time out. I think these are some very startling numbers, a 54% jump globally when it comes to cryptocurrency-related frauds. Tell us what's happening here.
There is organized cyber criminal activity which is happening today on crypto frauds. So you would see that organized hacking groups from Cambodia, Laos are basically kidnapping people, taking away their passports, and then forcing them to commit cybercrime. Now, this cybercrime primarily is promoting investment schemes through cryptocurrencies. That is one of the key issues that we are facing today. And there are more than 5,000 Indians which are kidnapped in countries like Cambodia, where people are forced to commit cybercrime. Some of these people were released through cooperation between Ministry of External Affairs and the MHA I4C, but there are a large number of people who are still under captivity, and they are committing cybercrime targeting India. So the estimates that you have told me, around 44 million, is significantly less. I believe, and according to some of our researchers, it's more than 100 million, which is siphoned off through some of these frauds.
Okay.
Now, what has happened is that some of these used to be casinos and people were, or hotels. During COVID, a lot of this infrastructure got shut down. And these companies today are employing gangs which are recruiting cyber criminals through social media platforms, which includes Telegram, Signal, Facebook, and WhatsApp, where people are asked to join jobs where they are told that these are jobs where you can do desk job, and they are given money, which is up to $800 to $1,200 per month, and their passports are taken away, or only returned if they decide not to continue.
Okay.
At times, they are beaten. They are forced to work for 14 to 16 hours. Right? So this is one of the key aspects. And they are not only targeting India, they're also targeting other countries such as US, the UK. This is one of the key aspects where we found this cyber criminal
Now,
activity
we are looking at about $5.6 billion which have been siphoned off in the last 1 year, and specifically from India, it's about $400 million. I want to ask you, Kanishk, what is the modus operandi like? How does a person like me or you or any other average individual out there know that they are being a target of a cyber fraud, specifically a cryptocurrency fraud? That is number one. And what are the sites and social media platforms that they should be wary of when it comes to cryptocurrency?
Sure. So what people like you and me will experience is that our mobile numbers will be added to random groups, which will be investment schemes on WhatsApp. And then people will showcase that there are other people in the group who are making money, right, making 40, 50, 60% return. And they will try and use greed as a method to ask people to make investments. And initially, you might even receive some money stating you have got 40%. or they might even transfer some amount of that money to your bank account. So you will see, okay, if you've invested, say maybe 10,000 rupees, you have suddenly made 18,000 rupees. But after that, you will not be able to withdraw the money. So the first
Right.
aspect is you will see initial uh, exorbitant amount of when you would have done, they will lure you, they will use greed as a method and then force you to add. The moment you try withdrawing that money, you will not be able to withdraw that money. So people end up losing anything between 2.5 lakhs to 1 crore to 2 crore rupees, depending on how much of money they have, lost. A lot of apps are today used where people will take away contacts, your information, and if you decide not to invest further, they will either blackmail you as well, stating that we will, put content from your which is personal on other social media platforms. So greed is a method. The other method is typically people are being blackmailed as well. That's because they will install some kind of an app. So that's another method which is typically used. But combination of NFTs, non-fungible tokens and crypto schemes are there. But what they do is they will create anonymous accounts. So from a WhatsApp account, they will move you to a Telegram account where the anonymity is there. So people who are added on the group, you won't know their mobile numbers, you won't know their identity because they would have
Right.
created an identity from a fraud, account, which could be not having any kind of detail. So anonymity is being
Absolutely.
used today for creating these frauds.
All right, anonymity being the reason why some of these frauds never come to light. And Kanishk Kaur says that number, which in India specifically is, way more than what is being reported. It's not $44 million. Kanishk Kaur suggesting that that is just the reported number. The actual number could be way higher than that. Thank you very much for joining in with all those details. One should be very wary of any message that they receive on social media platforms, and if they're added on a messaging service which they're not aware of and which they have not agreed on, and if such groups ask you to make investments, kindly refrain from doing so. And with that, we have come to the end of this show. Thank you very much for watching.